Imagine flying one of the most secret planes in the world, in a country where loyalty isn't just expected, it's demanded. What makes someone risk everything, their career, family, and life, to escape the Soviet Union? And why did this escape shock the world? This is the story of Victor Belenko, the man who stole the Soviet Union's most advanced jet and gave it to their enemies. How did he do it? And what secrets were hidden in the MiG-25 that scared the West so much? Stay with us as we uncover this Cold War mystery. In the 1970s, the world was split between East and West, two superpowers locked in a fierce arms race. The fear of nuclear war loomed over everyday life, with both sides constantly developing new weapons to outdo each other. One of the Soviet Union's most feared creations was the MiG-25 foxbat. This fighter jet could fly faster than most planes, hitting speeds over Mach 3, which was unheard of at the time. To NATO, it seemed like an unbeatable machine, a weapon that could shift the balance of power in the skies. But no one could have guessed that one of these jets would be handed over to the West in the most daring way possible. Victor Belenko was born in 1947 in a country where the government controlled every aspect of life. He grew up knowing loyalty to the Soviet Union was not just a virtue, but a necessity for survival. His talent as a pilot set him apart, and he earned the honor of flying one of the Soviet Union's prized possessions, the MiG-25. Yet, beneath the surface of his success, Belenko felt suffocated. He saw the corruption and lies within the system, the false promises of a better life under communist rule. Deep inside, he began to dream of something that was forbidden: freedom. But dreaming of freedom in the Soviet Union was dangerous. Acting on it was nearly unthinkable. September 6, 1976, was supposed to be just another day for Victor Belenko. He was scheduled for a routine training flight, one of many he had done before. But what no one knew was that he had been planning this moment for weeks. With every flight, he had studied his route, calculating the risks and timing every detail. He knew that if he made one mistake, he would be shot down or captured. Midway through the flight, Belenko took a deep breath and veered off course. His destination wasn't a Soviet airbase, it was Hakodate, a small airport in Japan. His heart raced as he flew farther and farther away from Soviet territory. Every minute brought him closer to either freedom or certain death. As Belenko crossed into Japanese airspace, alarms went off. Radar operators noticed the unknown aircraft, and Japan quickly scrambled fighter jets to intercept it. But luck was on Belenko's side. Thick clouds covered the skies, making it difficult for the Japanese pilots to spot him. He pushed the MiG-25 to its limits, knowing that every second counted. Finally, he spotted Hakodate Airport. The runway was small, not designed for military jets, and his fuel was dangerously low. With no other options, he prepared for a risky landing. The jets skidded past the runway's edge, coming to a stop just in time. Against all odds, Victor Belenko had made it. When Belenko stepped out of the cockpit, he immediately identified himself and requested asylum in the United States. The Japanese authorities were stunned, but the real shock came when they examined the MiG-25. Western engineers couldn't wait to get their hands on it. For years, NATO had feared this jet, believing it was an unstoppable weapon. But as experts studied the aircraft, they uncovered surprising flaws. The MiG-25 was incredibly fast, but its technology was outdated, relying on heavy materials and basic systems. The invincible foxbat turned out to be less advanced than the West had feared. Still, the intelligence gained from this jet was invaluable. Victor Belenko's escape was a major embarrassment for the Soviet Union. It exposed cracks in their system and shattered the image of their technological superiority. For the United States and its allies, it was a huge intelligence victory. The information gained from the MiG-25 allowed NATO to develop better strategies and aircraft. But more than that, Belenko's defection was a powerful symbol. It showed that even in a system designed to control every aspect of life, the human desire for freedom could not be crushed. His story inspired countless others who longed to escape oppression. After his defection, Victor Belenko began a new life in the United States. He shared his story and helped Western intelligence understand the Soviet military better. His decision to risk everything wasn't just about escaping, it was about standing up for the idea of freedom. Victor's story reminds us that even in the darkest times, one person's courage can change the world. If you enjoyed this story, don't miss our next video on another fascinating event, the Dogger Bank incident of 1904. It's a naval story that almost started a war. Click now to find out more.